WideSide Sports. Welcome into the program, everybody. WideSide Sports here with ya.
That was super radio-like, and I liked it. Yeah, you had a nice radio voice there.
We're here in the studio with Seth.
Yay.
Hurrah.
I got put on the spot there, sorry.
Hooray. Dude, I've been catching, I guess I could say blowback or whatever, but obviously having discussions at work and stuff, you know. I grace them with my appearance once in a while.
Yeah.
Down on the other end for the schlubs.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, cold out, not going outside. So just dicking around, start telling stories. Obviously, I've told some stories.
Yeah.
So I've been catching like pushback on, obviously, the Sox first thing. Didn't go the way I thought it would go. I didn't think that it was that big of a deal.
It is.
Apparently, it's a huge deal.
It is a huge deal.
Super huge deal.
Yeah.
T-shirt on second. I can explain that one, and it makes sense.
It makes sense. Yes.
The Sox first, like, I didn't think people were going to have that big of a response to it, but they obviously do. And then the pushback of, obviously I told some stories. It caught him off guard that I'd urinated on a homeless person.
Yeah.
And it really caught him off guard when I'd done it more than once.
Yeah.
And
they must not know you like I know you. So.
Like that, like, because they were telling stories, I was telling stories, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Then I started to like,
hey, you got to back this off a little bit.
I'm not a bad person. So what if you piss on a guy from time to time? It wasn't my fault. It's not like I didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah. You can't smell worse.
No shit.
Yeah.
If anything, I helped.
Yeah.
If I'd have had some asparagus, it would have smelled, you know, like a garden. I mean, but yeah, it was like pushback on the Sox, pushback on the pissing on people. And it was just, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe take a look at my life.
Yeah. Got some choices to rethink.
Some choices to make. And then I kept my mouth shut because I went into the gas station and like the chip guy was building new racks, you know. Put their chips on.
Mm-hmm.
And he had like 3 different racks in 3 different locations.
Yeah.
And like the boxes were just like thrown in the middle of the gas station floor.
Oh, I hate that.
I'm like,
yeah.
I mean, I
hate that. Yeah.
It's like, what are you, like, people are here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what are we doing?
At least the one you go to is bigger, because when they do it down here at this one,
there's nowhere to go here.
No, you can't fucking go anywhere. Like, they have to close.
Can't walk through it on a normal day.
No, like, you have to close one of the lines down to be able to do that. Yeah.
But that one down there, like, and when I say in the middle of that one,
yeah,
it's like a 4 or 5 foot box. Box was there.
Yeah.
And the, you know, the styrofoam and the plastic stuff was strewn about another 8 feet away. Of like, do you? And there's 2 people working behind the counter. It's like, are you going to say
something to this guy?
Something?
Yeah.
He's putting up wire racks. It's not like where you think Frito-Lay's not going to do business with you if you say, hey, can you pick your fucking trash up? Because I have customers here because lunchtime's pretty busy down there.
Yeah.
A lot of people eating corn dogs.
Yeah.
I do.
I know you do.
Which that's the inflation I'm a little pissed at.
The price have went up on those corn dogs, huh?
Well, for the price that you pay for a corn dog, you used to get 2.
Oh.
It used to be 2 packs.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're just 1.
You did it.
I know.
You drove up the inflation of corn dogs. How's the sushi game there?
Still loaded.
Still loaded?
2 different styles.
Oh.
I got California roll and I got tuna roll or something. I don't know the difference.
California roll typically has an avocado in it, and it's more of a it's got a shrimp or something in it, and then there's usually a lot of the California rolls have like a sauce on it too. But you call it the California roll because it has avocado wrapped
from Mexico.
up in it. Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
but your tuna roll, it's usually just like
tuna and rice and
and that's about it. Yeah.
I've never had sushi before.
Yeah, I know.
I can't pull the trigger. But my only thought is the fact that they have 2 different rows of it, and it's always fully stocked. Of like, somebody's buying it.
Somebody's buying it. Yeah.
I mean, are they throwing away a lot of sushi? Or they're not.
Or they're not. Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah. That's funny.
Yeah, they had some weird stuff, man. Like the the one I got down there that I told you it wasn't bad was the pizza sub where it was a ham and cheese with pizza sauce on it.
Yeah, not bad.
That was all right.
They have good subs there.
Yeah.
Like the one, like the real in the packages. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like those.
But I've yet to. It's like, here's a spicy chicken sandwich. I don't think so. Like, you guys don't have fryers here and stuff of like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'll get the soft pretzel with a nacho cheese and a corn dog. Like, I'm good with that. Here's spicy. Some chicken tenders.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where are you cooking those at?
The hot,
I waited in line for an extra 4 minutes today, getting these 2 beverages that I have, because there was a discussion of why the guy who was buying 3 Monsters wasn't trying the new strawberry flavor. That was the whole conversation.
What?
Yeah. The dude behind me goes, like, he's talking to me, but he's not talking to me at the same time. He says it just loud enough so I can hear it. He goes, obviously, when I say this, you'll know what I'm going to go for. He goes, and I just laughed because it was fucking funny. He goes, he just went, goddamn fucking white people. That's what he said. He goes, you got to be shitting me. And I just start laughing, and I just felt like this little like smack on my back. Like, he's like, this fucking guy gets it. What the hell is wrong with these 2 dudes? It was a 4-minute conversation. Oh, did you try the strawberry? No, I haven't. You got it. Oh, there's some back there. The guy didn't want fucking strawberry.
Yeah.
But the dude behind the counter was so evident on telling him to go get it. He was just trying to be nice and get out of it. He's like, nah, I don't really like it. He goes, oh, would you like kiwi? Like, making fun of him now. He's like, yeah, like, I just, he goes, well, there's some, I'm like, oh my God. Then the guy goes, just Jesus Christ, fucking white people. Losing it. Like, yeah, because, nobody else is having that argument.
No.
Nobody else having that argument.
No.
And the guy buying the Monster was a UPS driver, so I'm sure he's working late tonight because it's Christmas, around holidays. And the guy behind the counter looks like he just drinks Monster like we would drink water. Yeah, like that's just what he, you know what I mean? That's his dinner drink. Yes, exactly. And I'm like, the guy's just doing it to stay awake, dude. Like that's all he's doing, man.
It's energy.
He doesn't give a fuck what it tastes like. He's just throwing it down his gut. Yeah,
because I get fucking hate because I just drink the original. Of like Monster.
Yeah.
I don't need blueberry or fucking He-Man cum. Yeah. I mean,
I have the power.
Yeah. I feel like they missed the mark on that. But like people will say shit to me when I do. Oh, you ever no.
I like this kind.
Why haven't you tried that? Because this is what I drink. What are we talking about? It's a morning drink.
Yeah.
To wake up.
Exactly.
I don't drink this in the evening.
No.
Like a cup of coffee.
I'd like to go to bed.
Oh, you ever have a Frappuccino with chocolate? It's like, you mean your milkshake that you're having? I mean.
The people, they'll be like, oh, do you drink pop? And I'm like, yeah, I love pop. But I only drink this kind of pop. Yeah. Like, I don't drink none whatsoever. Everything else to me is gross.
Yeah.
And this is to everybody else is gross. So, I mean.
That's the worst diet.
It's good.
Coke is obviously a better diet product.
No, but tastes bad.
But like getting reactions from people of I go to gas stations to extend my palate to other selections of like fucking. I came here because there was hardly anybody in the goddamn parking lot, and I knew I could get in and out. And now you're talking to me like we know each other.
Yeah,
and like you're fucking wine connoisseur, Dave.
Yeah,
do you taste the fucking minty, earthy aroma that comes out in this fucking Red Bull?
I was like, where the hell is he going with this?
I don't know.
I can't stand energy drinks. Like the taste gets me.
Yeah, I love the taste of Monster because it tastes like energy.
Yeah,
like that's and I.
This is fuel.
When someone asks me, "Hey, what's that taste like?" Fucking energy. That's what it tastes like. It's fucking green, so it's good for you.
Yeah, exactly.
And
yeah,
it tastes like an energy drink. That's
I can't. Like I've tried them. I've tried different ones.
Yeah,
just the like Red Bull to me is gross. It's gross. Monster's gross.
I don't like Red Bull.
I guess when I say I've tried energy drinks, I've tried 2.
Yeah,
those 2 are gross, and I didn't really care about the other ones to try.
Yeah, I mean Red Bull is a hunk of shit. Monster green. Is the
Monster
green
green good.
When actually, because usually it's also the one that has like a screw top.
Yeah.
And I drive a golf cart for a living for the most part.
Yeah,
and
it's a good point.
Pop tops are crazy.
You make a good point there.
And in my lifetime, I've spilled so much all over my cart.
Yeah.
Which in the summertime, it's a bee problem.
Yeah.
But you think as much like I've been to, Dollar General all the fucking time. 3 times a week I'm in a Dollar General.
Yeah.
Which is a weird thing to say. And I know they have to have them, but like those little silicone, like you put on your can tops to keep it from spilling.
Yeah.
They have to have them there.
Yeah.
I've never... I always think about it as one slopping around in my...
I mean, you're not a bitch. You're not going to get one of those.
You're not
going to get one of those.
But then they'll sell out of the screw top ones.
Yeah.
And won't have any for like 2 fucking weeks. It's like, how often do you get mine? It's always sold out. Like they'll have a new supply in.
Mm-hmm.
In 4 days, they'll be out of that. And it'll be like 2 weeks before they get them back in. I'm like, what?
Why don't you just get more?
Well, you just get them. Obviously, I'm not the only one buying these. Other people are buying these.
Yeah.
The blue one's never sold out, and that's the only 2 screw tops you got. Obviously, nobody gives a fuck about that blue flavor.
Quit buying the blue kind.
Fucking laser flavor or whatever.
Yeah.
I assume it tastes like a laser. But, like, and how often, I've been in businesses before where we get deliveries, and it's like fucking weekly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, why is this?
Yeah, Monster didn't do
like they fucking ship it in from the Netherlands. I mean, I don't know where they make it, but like, is it coming in on a fucking cargo ship? Got to get it up the Scioto River.
Yeah.
Get this to the gas station.
Oh yeah, good stuff. Good stuff with Monster.
That my biggest thing this last week or so is I've been actively working both sides of this fence.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously saying something tastes like a laser. That's what keyed that. But ever since we had that discussion, like you showed me some of that woodwork and stuff, and then what my brother got me, it's like, kind of want a laser.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be fucking cool.
Uh-huh.
And I was thinking, I could sell this. Obviously, I could sell a lot of things probably to pay for it.
Yeah.
Just at my place of employment.
Yeah.
We're in the midst of making new T markers. I'd probably just go, I can logo these.
Yeah.
And just pay for it.
Uh-huh.
But then hey, you're not going to run a business with that. Like, it's going to be, you pay for it, and then you're really just going to have it for comedy.
Yeah. I have one of these.
I have one of these, and I'm going to, like, hey, I'll spend like $10,000 a year buying stupid shit to give to my friends of like, hey, here's a tumbler with a cock on it.
Yeah.
Isn't this funny?
Also, I can only think of you buying one of those, and everything in your house has some kind of laser engraved thing on it.
Well, because they have one
TV stand,
and it's a fantastic company name.
Okay,
the laser engraver, and it's portable.
Okay,
it's called a laser pecker.
That's great.
That's a great name.
That is a great name.
But it does like it only does like 4-inch by 4-inch stuff.
Uh-huh.
But it's also wireless, like you do it from your phone.
Oh.
And when I say mobile, like it has a handle on it. Like I could stick it on your wall there and hit the OK, and it would just do a 4-inch logo laser on your wall.
Dude, that's cool.
And I almost, like, you can't get on my phone, or obviously I watch a lot of YouTube at home.
Yeah.
Like that's the bulk of my TV watching is just YouTube videos.
Mm-hmm.
I've done so much that every advertisement I have on any social media or YouTube is some sort of laser engraving company.
That's funny.
All of it.
That's funny. It's funny because I know that you would do it too. Your house would look like, it would look like a cave from like the 1400s, just all kinds of shit in there.
Well, because that's the, so I took most of it out, but like my hallway, like my walls in my hallway are that old knotty pine.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
On.
Perfect.
Come on.
Perfect.
And when I seen the video of the person like holding their phone and then just holding that thing up to a wall and hitting the button, and you see the laser just go, I'm like, I'm just going to carry this with me. Like, I'm going to fucking logo other people's houses. Like, you think there wouldn't be one on your wall in here?
Oh, 100% there would be. Yeah.
Now, it'd be our logo.
Yeah.
But
still cool
the
as
other
shit.
stuff.
Yeah.
But because that one was like, $400 or $500.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah. I got to do it.
I mean, but then, then I got to start talking about it. I'm like, hey, like, you got to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
How would I pay for that?
Yeah.
Because it only does like 4-inch by 4-inch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all right, I could probably make some of those like slate coasters and sell it to, make enough. But and then again, it's only $400 or $500.
Yeah.
And I could do this stuff. But like with that, you can't do like tumblers and stuff because you got to have something to turn around thing.
Yeah.
But then again,
I
can carry it with me.
Yeah.
And that one, I think you can, if you bought hoodies and stuff, because I seen somebody do it, is you can lower that laser enough and like just fucking laser logo hoodies.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Like you could put, you could almost make it like polka dot, but it would just be like a bunch of WideSide logos. Like, it'd be like all my Christmas gifts would just be shit I bought at Walmart that has fucking lasered on it. I mean,
you could make your own. We could have our own, like your polo shirt right now, just a little emblem right there.
100%.
That'd be cool.
I mean, if you want to go halvesies, I mean, but it would be. That's what I would be.
Oh yeah.
Everything I had would be fucking logoed.
Yeah.
And I would make up I made up a logo for myself.
Yeah.
That just like, because obviously I like to do, on the side, I like to do stupid shit and just make up stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Little graphic design on my phone.
Yeah.
And I made up a logo and it's just like it's like an RF logo. And then it's like a stick man leaning up against the R drinking a beer.
Nice.
It's like, that's going everywhere. It's like, how the golfers do it on the yoke, the back of your shirt.
Oh, yeah.
I have my own fucking
logo
lasered into everything.
Nice.
You're like, why you got a hole back there? Man, the laser's a little hot. I didn't have the right setting. I burnt right fucking through it.
Through it. It's a nice sweater, too.
But yeah, that was my whole thought of like, man, I could just pull up to somewhere and just, I'm waiting in line. I might as well logo the side of this building.
Taking too long in the grocery line.
Dude, I have and you obviously know me very well.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of knowledge I have about fucking lasers that you can buy for under $1,000 is unsettling.
Oh, I know. I understand how your mind works. Because once you find something that you like, you just research the fuck out of it.
I am so... Yeah. Like, I'm thought of like, all right, well, if I buy this one, I'm going to have to do this, and I'm going to have to buy something to funnel, I don't have a garage at my house because I'm poor, but I can get a laser. Yeah. But, I'm going to have to somehow figure out how to vent a fucking room in my house. And I've already figured that out. I know exactly how to do it. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like, you're not going to... Like, for the first week, I'm going to be gung fucking ho.
Yeah. And then I
came up with like 15 items already.
Nice.
But it's like, yeah, buddy, you're not going to do this. You're not going to do it. Like, it's going to be cool.
Yeah.
And then you're just going to stop.
Yeah. No, I get it.
But it would be cool.
It would be cool.
I'm going to laser etch all your helmets. They're not structurally sound anymore, but they got a cool logo.
Did you just cut through one of my helmets? It's now in half.
Yeah.
Put a stripe on it.
Yeah. It's plastic. We'll just melt some more plastic in there.
Weld the plastic together.
What do you want to say for this week?
Yeah.
We don't do helmet stickers anymore. We do helmet lasers. Laser in every tackle.
Yeah. It's just tally marks.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be great. Etch it in there.
Yeah. It was like, I always have to walk around with those glasses because it is a fucking laser. You can't look at it. He's like, why has he got those big fucking goggles on? He's going to laser something. Yeah. Look how cool he is. All the girls would be like, I'm going to suck his dick. And I mean, it's the amount of women I would have to turn away would be unheard of.
You laser the top of their head.
Oh, yeah. Cut your hair for you?
Everybody gets a bob.
Yeah. Just lay it down here. I can do 4 inches at a time.
So can she.
Not the only thing I can do 4 inches at a time.
So can she.
Yeah, that's been my whole... For a good 9 days, I've been a laser enthusiast.
Mm-hmm.
I know how they work. I've watched videos on up to $10,000 lasers.
Nice.
CO2, fiber optic, diode. What do you need to know?
Yeah.
I know.
You know what? With the one when I was in, we had it when I was in high school. I knew how to use that one pretty well.
Yeah.
And it was pretty cool. So well that another guy that I had class with knew how to do it too. And the school paid us to make all the awards for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is cool.
Yeah.
Oh, this is cool as hell. I couldn't tell you how to do it now. It's the same laser that's still there. I just don't know how to do it anymore.
Well, because that's the one thing too of like the they sell those obviously laser the acrylic.
Yeah.
And they sell those little stands that has like that will hold the acrylic and it shines a light up through it so it pops whatever you lasered of like, dude, the pictures I could laser on that to give to people to put on their desk.
Oh, yeah.
It'd just be a... It's like, hey, I bought this for you.
Yeah.
Well, the one guy that I was watching, he's like, hey, you know, he was doing that thing of like to start an Etsy store. And he's like, you know, I'm not making any sales on Etsy, but like my friends found out. So they just started ordering like those bamboo coasters.
Yeah.
And the one guy was like, whatever, the slate coasters or whatever, which look expensive, but shockingly cost no dollars.
Yeah.
It's like fucking nothing. So on the one side, he's like, I lasered this for my buddy, and his buddy had his own logo for some reason. And had that. And then he flipped it. He had to put his thumb. He was like, you could see him adjusting his thumb. And he flipped it around. And he goes, he had me put this on the other side. And it was the big black guy sitting on the bed.
Oh, shit. That's hilarious. I was like,
oh, my God, I'm going to laser those and give them to everybody.
That's hilarious.
It's like,
that is hilarious.
Like, I bet if that's where my head goes. Okay, if this costs this, if you do it with those bamboo coasters, that costs fucking nothing. I could sell those for like $3 a piece.
Yeah.
Like, I bet I could sell $100 worth to a person that would just give those out.
Yeah.
Here, got your coaster.
Do you know how many times that text message was sent out during COVID?
Oh my God.
Do you know how many times that I would send to it and then instantly forward it to my wife and she opened it every single time?
That guy. If he would have only known how popular he was going to be.
How much just joy he brought to people's lives.
Yeah. That was the funny thing. This is a terrible episode to listen to, but I'm enjoying it so much. But was talking about like the graphic design stuff. I just started doing like comic book artwork for Peter Griffin and all the costumes he's worn.
Yeah.
And renaming them.
Those are funny.
And that, like, I had nothing to do with that. I'm not going to post them anywhere. It was just, I was just laying on the couch watching TV, like, and I'd see, like, just on TikTok that whole Spider-Man where he's I'm like,
yeah.
And then I just went through that and just like,
the evil rosebush.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Such a good show.
It is. I haven't watched it in so long.
The new ones are terrible.
Are they?
Like, they're running out. Like, these last, like, I hardly even pay attention to them. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's ran our course here.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, you and I are going to have a next fun-ass 5 weeks of football.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. It's going to be so fucking fun. Could you imagine if both of our teams end up making it in?
I know.
And there's a huge possibility that it could happen.
Good chance.
Because there's no way Pittsburgh makes it in. Trubisky doesn't know how to play football.
They are so fucking bad.
So fucking bad.
The fact that, and I understand he's hurt now and he'll be back, but the fact that the Bengals this was like the only team that they've gained 400 yards on in like the last 8 years.
Yeah.
It was like how bad the Bengals defense was, but like such an anomaly of like,
yeah.
How much yards you guys gain this week? 12.
Yeah. Holy shit, they're bad. Yeah, it is so fucking fun.
It's not out of the realm for you guys to win the fucking division.
I know. How fucking crazy is that? Holy shit. We got 70 points put on us, and we win the fucking division. I don't see us winning the division.
No.
Because if Denver has an easy schedule left, the Chiefs have a super fucking easy schedule left.
Nope.
They play the Bengals.
I think they play the Bills this week.
No, they played them last week. Remember the whole offsides thing?
Who do they play this week?
The Patriots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, play the Patriots.
But, buddy,
I know it.
Patriots fucking defense.
I know. They could do it.
And Kansas City's offense fucking sucks.
It sucks. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's funny that you say it
keep
now.
my lighter up.
Yeah. Well, it's funny, like, you don't realize it. You know, we always talk about a blueprint on how to. Obviously, the Bengals have done it very well.
Yeah.
But after Denver beat them, there's been absolutely nobody who doesn't know how to beat them now. They've only the Eagles didn't beat them. You know what I mean? Like they've only won like 2 games since Denver beat them.
Yeah.
The last weekend of October.
Yeah. And it is. They have not. I think every game they've lost is 20 points or more.
Yeah.
If their defense gives up 20 points, they lose.
Yeah.
They've only won games when they've held people in the teens.
Yeah.
Of like, they can't fucking score.
Well, we talked about it last year when they traded Tyreek Hill. Like, oh, you know, they figured they go to a Super Bowl and win the fucking Super Bowl. There's no number one.
But that's another one, though. Think about that, because obviously Kelsey's their number one, and he's a year older, and he maybe is still hurt. I mean, there's something going on. He's not. But obviously, I watched a lot of Chiefs last year because the Bengals paid him twice in 6 weeks. And what people aren't talking about is the amount of balls on third down that Juju Smith-Schuster caught for them last year. And I mean, like, not like 3rd and 6. I mean, like 3rd and 12.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that one was a weird one to not re-sign. I mean, it's...
Yeah, and he went to it's not like the Patriots fucking paid for him. I mean...
It's weird how odd they've fallen off, and I like it. And don't get me wrong, I liked Patrick Mahomes up until last week when he cried like a little girl.
Oh, my God.
But it's so funny, and I always a lot of people say it, you always know who the dudes are and how they react to shit when stuff goes bad. You know, you'd see Tom Brady bitch, but he bitched to, I'm going to fucking show you. This guy just whines.
Well, the fact that
whines.
You come across the field.
Yes.
And you go up to Josh Allen and bitch and moan to him, basically saying, isn't that bullshit that they called that? We should have won that game, don't you think?
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
dude, this is that. I understand you guys are friends, but you don't do that after a game, dude. You shake his hand, good job, buddy. You know, whatever. Then feel what you want. But it's the worst fucking call I ever heard. You didn't even tell him good job,
dude. In that game, obviously, the one part that sucks is that highlight goes away because that was fucking stupid.
Yeah,
that was like 3/4 of an inch of getting tipped.
Yeah,
by that guy.
Yeah,
if he tips it, oh my God.
Yeah.
But awesome play, great. Yeah, offsides. 100% was
100% offsides.
Can't bitch about that. But let's go back to how bad the fucking Bills coaching staff is.
Yeah.
You have a first down at 2 minutes and 12 seconds.
You had to give the ball back.
And you kick a field goal with 1:58.
No shit.
And they still have 2 timeouts.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah. I thought the same thing.
I know their offense isn't great this year.
No.
But at that point in time, they're only going to need a field goal. Like, you didn't make them burn any of their timeouts.
Any other timeouts. None.
Like,
it was
drives me nuts more than anything is the
clock management.
The clock management portion of like not realizing how many possessions are left in a game.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's gets me back to he's calling the defense now.
Yeah.
You're not paying attention.
Yeah.
You're not paying attention to how the game's going.
No, it'll be interesting these next few weeks because I don't think the Colts can sustain. They'll play Pittsburgh. That's the only bad part, and then I think they have to play the Texans again. But if C.J. Stroud is not playing this week, that bums them out. It'll be tough. It'll be tough.
That's the one that's the killer.
And the Browns just keep getting fucking hurt.
Yeah, but I'm gonna tell you what. They are fucking scary if Joe Flacco plays like that. If they can run the ball and play action, like that's what he does.
Yeah. Won a Super Bowl with that.
Now their defense sucks.
Yeah, all of a sudden
that's a stat, and I heard it on Lombardi's show when he talked about it, of like at home and on the road. On the road,
they're awful.
They average giving up 30 points a game on the road of like, how is that a thing?
They don't travel. Usually defense travels. That's what you've been.
Now I understand what's his name's been hurt. Like team's been throwing on him.
Yeah.
Well, Myles Garrett's been hurt, but corner from Ohio State.
Oh yeah,
he hadn't played in weeks.
Yeah,
I mean,
their starting safety
seems like he never does.
Their
last
starting
safety
years. Just got put on IR. They signed an extension, then just got put on IR.
But it's
Yeah.
And the exciting thing for the Bengals is the one that screws it is the 2 interceptions that Burrow throw and they lose to the Texans.
Yeah.
Because everybody else in that, like the Bengals have a fucking tiebreaker again. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously they don't play the Denver. But they beat the Colts. They beat the Bills.
Yep.
They beat
which is so weird that they've done all of those and they're still like the 11th seed.
Yeah. Because all the other weird tiebreakers.
Yeah, tiebreakers.
Because I don't know how it works out, but they lose a tiebreaker to the Broncos.
Yeah.
But I don't know how it works.
Weird.
Like, who have they even played? That,
yeah.
And I think, well, it's mainly, I think the first is conference record or division record. And they've lost to everybody in the division. They haven't won have they won a game? No, they haven't. That's why they lose to everybody in the.
Yeah. Fucking Denver.
They're over in their own division.
Denver is winning. Denver would be winning the West right now if they didn't miss the field goal to beat the Raiders week 1.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, there's been a couple other games. They dropped a 30-point lead against Washington.
Yeah,
week
that
3.
one hurts.
Yeah. Stuff like that. But yeah, it's crazy.
But yeah, that's when I was listening to that, because you just play it out of your mind of like, yeah, they can get a wild card now.
Mm-hmm.
And then when somebody said, hey, it's not out of the realm for them to win the fucking division.
Yeah.
Of like, because who do they play this week?
The Lions. It'd be a tough one.
And they've been playing like shit.
Yeah, but they play at fucking home. They play in Detroit, and they always seem to just...
Well, the bad thing is the really bad thing, is what you have to do against the Lions, throw the fucking ball.
Yeah, they're bad. Their defense is bad.
They're not great at that.
No, they're not. But the good thing is, like, the Lions' offense is good. It is good, but yeah, I don't know. I'm excited. It's about as much fun as I've had in a long time.
Like with the Lions, and they came up because they played, got beat by Chicago.
Yeah.
And I think it was Ty on McAfee saying it's like standard Jared Goff of like, you could see it was cold out and he didn't want to fucking be there. It's like he's huddled up on the sideline trying to stay warm of like.
Yeah.
That makes a difference.
The Bengals have who?
They Minnesota,
who's starting
on Saturday.
Mullins. Yeah, Denver plays Saturday too. Yeah, Saturday night. We got the night game Saturday.
I like the Saturday because last weekend was the only time because I didn't buy Sunday ticket and last week was the only time it mattered.
Yeah,
because I couldn't watch the Bengals game because they got to show the fucking Browns in this town.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but
which is weird because I feel like we're closer to Cincinnati than we are Cleveland.
We are.
Yeah,
100%.
100%
are.
Okay, just making sure I'm not the only one.
Like, if you get like the CBS channel, out of Dayton, you catch that. But like, because I looked into like the NFL Plus subscription and I still can't watch it if I buy that. Like, I'm not paying $400 just to watch because I like watching all the games.
Yeah,
but I can get by.
Yeah.
On just the regular.
Mm-hmm.
And it was only a thing of like, because now the Bengals get more primetime games and stuff like that. It's not a big deal.
Big deal, yeah.
Them and the Browns usually don't play at the same time anymore.
Yeah. No, it's, this is as tight as I can remember. Because I know whenever they expanded it, we're like, oh, we're going to have a battle. It was like last year by like week 15, everything was kind of set.
Yeah.
It was like the NFC was kind of fluctuating, and seems like everything's going to run through the Niners, but
oh my God,
they're good.
But that was like looking at the schedule going forward of like the fact that, week 17, the Bengals play the Chiefs at the Chiefs. The fact that game can mean something at this, at
this point in time.
Because, like, the Chiefs aren't...
If the Bengals would beat the Chiefs that week, I mean, like, Denver's winning the West.
Yeah, like, the Chiefs might still be playing for their division. The home field is kind of...
gone. Yeah, it's either... And Miami losing. It's like,
yeah.
What the hell? Ravens are like, thank you.
The Ravens win, but they're like, just kind of last second win against, like, shit teams.
Uh-huh.
That'd be interesting, this week with Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Because, if Jacksonville loses again.
Oh, yeah, like the Browns put it on them.
Yeah. The Bengals beat them.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the weird thing when you start looking at it of like, the AFC North is beating the fuck out of all the other, like they're losing games to teams they shouldn't lose to, but it's like, hey, your best team got beat by the whole fucking division.
Yeah.
It's like,
Sue, yeah.
Well, this is the 49ers. Two of their losses to the Browns and the Bengals.
Yeah, I know.
And were thumped in both of them.
Yeah.
Like the Browns beat the shit out of them, and so did the Bengals.
Mm-hmm. It is interesting how all that fucking plays out. But it'll be exciting last couple weeks here, and it sucks that it's the last couple weeks.
Yeah, that it's already on that.
We got like 3 weeks of playoffs, but still, it does suck. Oh, I like the Saturday night games, like you said.
Yeah,
it'd be fun and interesting because especially now like college isn't on right now, and it's like, oh, okay, I get you at least still 2 days of football on the weekends,
right? Because it's and I didn't know that. That's obviously people are like, well, just put the football games on or the NFL on Saturday. It's like, no, legally they're not allowed because that's how they keep. That is written into the antitrust law that they cannot compete with college on Saturday.
On Saturday, yeah.
So. That's why.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if they could, they fucking would.
Exactly.
If you think they give a flying fuck about the TV contracts in college, they do not.
Nope. Yeah.
But boy, a lot of shit going on too in college.
Yeah, all the transfers and a lot of movement.
And then it sounds like Raiola's fucking going to Nebraska, which that was always a rumor because his uncle coaches there and his father went there.
Yeah.
But it was like, now it's one of those things because was committed to Ohio State, then left that. And the reasoning for him leaving there is because they signed,
Aaron Noland, right?
Yeah. No, it was before the Aaron Noland thing. They signed that Lincoln Keenholz.
Oh,
and it was kind of like, well, you promised me you weren't going to get another quarterback, that I would be able to come in as a freshman.
Yeah.
And then goes to Georgia and same kind of thing. And then sounds like if he gets the money, is going to Nebraska.
Yeah.
But it's one of those weird ones of like moved to 3 different high schools to play. Now you're on your 3rd commitment of college of like, hey dude,
it's starting to be a bad
done anything yet.
It's starting to be a bad look for him.
Yeah.
And it seems like he doesn't want to compete. He just wants to go in there and be the starter. Yeah. And there's a lot of people that are like, is Ohio State going to get a portal quarterback? Blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I don't see it worked out once. Yeah. Like Justin Fields coming there worked out once for you. But a portal quarterback is just a portal quarterback. Like, I mean, it's not this is you're it's same thing with like Georgia and them. Like you're this. Yeah. You're that. Yeah. Develop one. Yeah. You recruit at this high level. To me, the transfer portal is for the Nebraskas and for like the Auburns and these teams like that to go in and then compete some more. Like, you're a high level recruiting school, just develop one. I think because like everybody talking about the Kyle McCord thing, it was like a lot of people don't remember. Like, he's only got 1 year of eligibility left. That he's not a sophomore. Like And as soon as he found out that he was going to have to compete for you're not getting gifted anything, gotta go. I mean, that's that is what it is. Yeah. And you're going to know I assume they're starting Devin Brown
for that game, and maybe you see Keenholz or whatever, but you're going to know about Devin Brown. But if they do sign one, there's only one, and I think it's going to be the Texas quarterback. Oh, yeah. The backup. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, he just entered, right?
He's a running quarterback, which seems to be what Ohio State wants. Yeah. And you at least know, hey, he's been under Sark for a couple of years, so he's at least been taught how to play. Like, he produces good quarterbacks. Yeah. So he'll, like that one with that Cam Ward or whatever they're talking about. I was like, who the fuck is? I mean,
he's athletic. Yeah. That's about it.
Oh, he's the best one out there. It's like, what's that mean? Yeah.
But again, to me, it's just weird. Like, you're Ohio State, you're Georgia, you're Alabama, you're any of these teams, and you're shopping in the portal for a quarterback. Like, it's odd unless you don't have somebody in mind. Like, unless you're just your quarterback room, you're not sold on any of them. I get it,
but you got to remember of why they are right now.
Oh, I know why they are right now. Yeah, I get it
because they were supposed to have their quarterback. And then he,
went to Texas.
Then he declared to come out a year early. So basically his senior year of like, if he would have came normal and sat 1 year behind CJ Stroud, he would probably have stayed at Ohio State.
Well, I like,
but that's the reason why is because your quarterback was already there that you'd planned on playing. And
Well, I like what the dude from Nebraska said, the coach from Nebraska, Matt Rule. He was like, he goes, you see a lot of people leaving the portal, like going to a college, then leaving, and then you know, he goes, people do that now. He goes, you're gonna see that way more because you can get in trouble for recruiting out of high school. Yeah, because you can't get in trouble when you recruit when they're already in college. Yeah, he's like, kids are gonna go there and sit for a year or whatever, and then they're gonna go find another place because a school can then offer that person money if they really want it. Yeah, he's like, you can't do that because there's rules when they're coming out of high school. He's like, so he goes, it's not a. He's like, a lot of people are like freaking out because a lot of these people are leaving. Like, but he goes, you're just finding that loophole in the system of go sit for a year, then go to a different place where you're going to play. That was a great interview that he gave because he actually was honest and gave all the information that a lot of people just didn't know. That, hey, I'm not even allowed to talk to them about that. Like, it's got to be some guy. Yeah, it's a third party. Some alumnist or whatever. And then we'd all heard about the contracts of like that guy from Florida State got supposed to get like $15 million and then signs his deal and then never got the money and it wasn't there. Of like, and the one guy that plays for the Bears right now, when he signed his, they snuck in there. They get 25% of the rest of his football earnings for the rest of his life. Yeah. Of like, that'll never hold up in court. But like, exactly. Hey, and when the NCAA president comes out, that the new one says, we want to get this under this to where the schools do of like, it needs to be like somebody needs to take care of the fucking kids here. Exactly. I mean, because it's the Wild West right now. Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. But yeah, his interview was awesome. You're giving somebody that's coming, like doesn't have a lot of. It's we'll give you $500,000. Sign this contract. I'll give you a check right now. Yeah. Yeah. Don't read the contract. Maybe have somebody read that. Yeah, exactly. Don't read the contract. Yeah. No, it was a good interview. It was very opened your eyes to like. Yeah, the portal isn't, and the NIL isn't as nice and great as what it seems to everybody on the outside. But it's like, and I hope they get the Raiola kid. Yeah. Because I like to see Nebraska not be a dog shit. I mean, and I think he'll do a good job. He's done a good job everywhere he's went. But it's getting to that of like, you could see the NCAA saying that of like, get to the point where there's maybe another subdivision that breaks off and just handles of like, hey, maybe like the Big Ten and the SEC are just kind of their own fucking thing. By the time all these teams move, the Big Ten picks up. Well, there was rumors that Florida State was then coming to the Big Ten. Yeah, like Florida State or somebody, it goes in. Florida State and Miami head in, and Clemson head into the SEC. And Notre Dame and whoever comes in, because at some point in time, Notre Dame's, they're going to have to come into one. Yeah. Because the amount of money the Big Ten's going to make now. Just think about their TV. First of all, they make $1 billion a year on their TV contract, which is fucking crazy because it's college. And it's only going to go up because this is based on their new one coming out now. Just look at the fucking matchups you have. Oh, yeah. And I'm not even talking about if the teams are any good or not. I'm just talking about the fucking brands of Ohio State, Penn State, Michigan, UCLA, USC, Oregon, Washington. Yeah. I mean, like Michigan's schedule next year is fucking nuts. Yeah. It's crazy. Of like, absolutely crazy. And those are all, I was like, I want to watch that game. Yeah, I want to see that game. Yeah. I was like, we're taking these massive blue bloods and like once a week, you're going to have two blue blood schools fucking playing each other in the Big Ten. I'm like, I'm guessing some TV networks are going to want to pay some money for that. Yeah, and please quit having them at fucking noon. Big noon kickoff sucks. That was one thing I did hear on McAfee's show when he was talking about that, because Big Noon Kickoff was thumping their chests that they overtook College Game Day for viewing. Yeah. What they did is they, like you say, the Ohio State, Big Noon Kickoff, Ohio State at noon. Well, they didn't kick it till 12:15. Yeah. So they released the number for Big Noon Kickoff so they had 20 million viewers for Big Noon for the Big Noon Kickoff show. Yeah. Like, well, they were there to watch the game, not your fucking show. But they sold it as the show got that many views. It's like, all right, that's a little, skewed. A little skewed number there. Pause this real fast. Okay. I'm going to piss myself. That's all right. Seth's going to step outside and take a piss. I'm not pausing shit for you, pal. Dog's going to bite his wiener. It's a little funny as the weather turns and gets a little colder. You can't hold that pee as long. Oh, it just like all of a sudden. I mean, all of a sudden, just like, shit. Hey, you drop that temperature about 10 degrees. Now I can't hold this for the whole time of the show. As our breath is coming throughout here.
It's a very cool studio in the wintertime.
And we sweat our fucking asses
and
off in
the summertime it's hot as fuck.
Yeah.
But the funny part is obviously on the wintertime we'll come out here, especially on days like today and yesterday or whatever.
Yeah.
That it's nice out.
Yeah, it's nice
and
out.
it's colder in here than it is outside. Like, you think we'd be smart enough to let's just pop this garage door open for 10 minutes, let it equalize the temperature, and then shut her up and we'll be okay.
Nah. Freeze our asses off.
We're looking at 2 fucking heaters that are sitting there going, it's cold in here.
The one gets so loud you can't hear yourself
the one
think.
you couldn't talk, and the second one we've been
been lazy.
Yeah, just been unable to fix it. We attempted 1 week last year to start that thing, and then couldn't keep it running, so just kind of gave up.
Yeah,
because that's
done now. That's the WideSide way.
It's kind of a thing we both do with our lives. Just kind of start something good and just kind of give up on it.
Yeah.
Kind of just like that laser.
Yeah.
Have all these ideas and game plans, and they're just going to give up.
Gosh. But you're right. Like the matchups, it's going to be awesome.
Well, the fact that the funniest thing for Michigan, now granted they're going to be having a new head coach.
Yeah.
But first of all, they have to play all the new teams coming in.
I know. I thought that was crazy
weird.
too.
And Ohio State plays like none of them. I think they play Oregon. But it's like, but then out of conference, Michigan plays Texas.
Yeah.
So it's like, dude, what the
you got a hard fucking schedule next year.
I'm like,
yeah.
And that was the biggest thing, because I heard some your buddy on the radio, and they, because he was saying that he thinks Florida State should have got in because they deserved it, which is such a weak ass take.
Yeah, it is.
But it was it was like the other reason you can't do that is like, because if you did that to them, then everybody would instantly just walk into and say, hey, get all this shit off my schedule.
Mm-hmm.
We're playing FBS teams or FCS, whatever they call
Whatever it is, yeah.
Those 4 games. I'm not playing anybody. Get it out of here. Because that's the other one of the worst one, because they're going to have to figure it out, because it's like the top ranked other 6 conferences or whatever that can get into the playoff conference champions. Because like Liberty having a New Year's 6 bowl.
Yeah.
They have the 131st out of 131 schools schedule.
Oh.
And they got a New Year's 6 bowl of like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And who are they playing? Oregon?
Something like that, yeah.
Of like,
gonna get their dicks
first of all,
beat in.
Oregon should be playing Ohio State because that's what makes sense.
Yeah.
And that's the game that everybody would actually watch.
To see, yeah.
It's like fucking but now, like, Liberty would get into the 12-team playoff next year.
Yeah, I see. To me, all of the voting next year for the 12-team playoff, I feel like you're going to see a big switch.
Yeah,
I feel like I know everybody's like, well, how's a 3-team loss ranked this high? Like you're going to see that next year. You're going to see it next year. They're just better. Nobody's going to want to watch fucking 12 Liberty against fucking number 3 or number 2, however many they do buys, if they're doing buys. Nobody's going to want to watch that game. They're going to put somebody, a team who has 2 losses there. This is what they're going to do.
Well, and that was a weird one too, watching how the NCAA did that of like with James Madison, because they were coming up, so they weren't allowed to play in a bowl game this year because it's like a 2-year ban for for coming up a division, which is weird. Stupid. Of like, nope, we've ruled you guys are not allowed to play in a bowl game.
Yeah,
lose to Appalachian State. The next week, hey, you guys are allowed to play in a bowl game. Oh, you mean now that we can't qualify for the New Year's 6?
Yeah.
So, schools can still get their game check?
Stupid.
Like, it's very obvious what you're doing.
Exactly.
I mean,
no, I feel like your 12 teams, you're going to see somebody in there with 2 losses, at least.
100%.
At least 2 losses.
Because that'd be another one of like, say if it happens again next year, and say Ohio State and Michigan have to play back-to-back weeks, and say Michigan beats them in close games both times. And you can say, like, we're putting Liberty in. Yeah. It's like they're better than a fucking 12 or 11-2 Ohio State that has lost by a total of 6 points to the number 2 team in the country. Of like,
it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
No, I find it weird.
I mean, Ohio State would be then in the playoff with with an interim coach.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if that happened, hey, pal.
Yeah, you're gone. You're gone, buddy.
You lost. That would be at home and a neutral site.
You're gone. No, but I get it. I don't think people are going to realize that. You're not going to see Tulane and Liberty in the 12-team playoff.
Yeah.
I just don't believe that.
They will, because they've got to be conference champion of the other 6, in that they have to be ranked in the top 15 to qualify.
Okay.
So there's a they have to meet a ranking. Like if they were undefeated, like Liberty, they should barely be in the top 20.
Yeah.
Like they wouldn't qualify. This team would not qualify.
But I think from whatever week they start doing the CFP thingies,
you'll see them
start to they won't get that respect level next year.
Because of the 25, you're going to see this exact. I can tell you for a fact, 16 of the top 25 is going to be SEC and Big Ten schools.
Oh, 100%.
And the rest of them are going to be Big 12 and ACC.
Yeah.
Because you're going to, however you want to do it, of like, you would want a Penn State in this year.
Mm-hmm.
You would want, all these other schools. So the only way to prop them up is to put these other teams that they built in the top, kind of like the SEC does.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that Tennessee was still fucking ranked.
Yeah.
Well, it's because that helps Alabama.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a top 25 win. So
yeah,
that's you're going to see a lot of that.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see the rankings how they were in the past.
That's and then the other one, I was doing a little research for the show.
Yeah,
looking out of like, it just cracks me up because my feeling is that Alabama's going to win the national championship.
Same here.
How everybody was like, Georgia wins 2 years in a row, and like Saban's done, he can't do anything. Not only, are they probably going to end up winning?
Yeah.
Like they're the number 3 recruiting class next year, and then the year after that, they already got like 4 or 5 stars. In 20 of like, you guys are fucking crazy. And I'm going to tell you one. If Jameson Williams doesn't get hurt, I think they beat Georgia in that national championship game.
I do too.
Because he was running fucking wild everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's exactly the way the game was going in the SEC championship game.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you can throw on Georgia.
Mm-hmm. They give up the big play
and like
quite
he gets
often.
hurt, offense goes down.
Yep.
Of like, now we're not talking about, and then it's the other one of like, well, Kirby's dominating Nick now. It's like, no, in the last 3 years, that year they were 1-1 against each other.
Yeah.
And now he's beat, when now that Kirby's got his best teams, he's beat Nick Saban fucking once.
Yeah.
Got to stop acting like this is something.
Exactly. Exactly. But they play in the regular season next year.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Are they getting rid of divisions or are they keeping? No, they're keeping.
They're
still.
keeping their divisions, yeah.
Because theirs actually kind of works. Theirs works out because Georgia and Alabama are on opposite sides.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, that.
Yeah.
And it just, all of the Big Ten can't do that because for some reason they can't split divisions properly.
Yeah.
And be like, hey, can't have Iowa in here.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, we got to quit having the fucking. Yeah, because the only way to solve that is to put all of those new teams on the west side.
Yeah, which they would be. I mean,
yeah, they obviously are on that west side of
Yeah. Yeah, now that would make sense of like, okay, now you get an Oregon or a USC or.
Yeah.
And because there's the rumors now, too, of like maybe Caleb Williams isn't going to the NFL. He might transfer to Ohio State because that Mark Titus on him and their show said he's.
Yeah,
insiders told him there's a massive
quarterback going to Ohio State.
When you say massive, there's only like 3 of them in the country.
Yeah, exactly.
And one of them's going to be the number 1 pick. Another one's probably going to be the number 2 pick. And the other one is at Texas right now and not the one we're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's what's his name? Quinn Ewers said he's coming back for another year. I'm like, you run the table and win the national championship, you better get your ass in that fucking draft.
Yeah.
Because you might not start next year.
Yeah, exactly.
Because those guys that pay that money want to see a fucking Manning under center.
100%.
So you
100%.
might not have an opportunity to play here again after you win a national championship.
Plus, it seems like you don't play all year anyway. Like at least 2 or 3 games. You're
always
hurt.
missed. Always hurting that shoulder. My arm. It's like the when Colt McCoy was mic'd up and he got sacked and you just no, it wasn't you had too much bass.
Oh, sorry.
It was hell yeah.
Totally.
I like the pain.
Perfect.
But yeah, when he said that, I'm like, dude, like, whatever.
Yeah.
What massive fucking quarterback
insider do you have there?
And you could say it'd be massive if you got the backup from Texas to come. But nobody knows his name because he's not Arch Manning.
Yeah, exactly.
That was the other one I was watching. Joel Klatt's show. So he did a top 10 teams from 2000 to now, and he did a top 10, and then he did how the playoffs would rank, and then he played it out.
Yeah,
and it was none of and basically the qualifier was you had to win a national championship to even be in the top 10. So and none of the Ohio State teams made it in. Okay, they're not any of the top 10 teams.
Yeah,
but it was the top. Get down to the top 4. It was the 2000 Miami team, or 2001, which 2001 team was number 1. Vince Young's Texas was 2.
Yeah.
The year before be the 04 USC the year before.
Yeah.
It was 3, and then Burrow's LSU was 4.
Okay.
And it basically the reasoning being is LSU's defense was shitty that year. They were just so good on offense.
Yeah.
And then the only Ohio State team, because there was 3 teams that didn't win a national championship that he said almost made the top 10. It was the year that I think Clemson beat Alabama, because that Alabama team was fucking
good,
legit. Mm-hmm. The year Clemson beat Ohio State with Justin Fields.
Yeah. Did that pick in the end zone?
Almost, and then there was another one. So he breaks it out, and then he plays out and discusses the playoff matchups of 1, 4, 2, 3.
Yeah.
And then plays it out of who wins. So obviously, Miami beats LSU because Miami's defense was way too good for that offense. And plus, their offense was amazing.
Yeah.
Like, the 2 backup running backs are fucking Hall of Famers.
Yeah, exactly.
So that Miami team gets to the championship game, and the 04 USC team, he said, would beat
the 05 Texas team.
And then he has them in the championship. And they talk through that, and then the 04 USC team would beat that Miami team. I was like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Wow.
Like,
that's a
but
pretty
then again,
big take.
I'm like, this is your fucking list.
Yeah.
How are they number 1 if you have them getting upset?
Yeah. Exactly. Why wouldn't you just put...
You had in your college football playoff form of teams that you fucking rank, and then in your mind played the games out. You had 2 upsets. You had an upset
in your own
2
mind?
of them.
Yeah. That's
the number
weird.
4, the number 3 seed won the whole fucking thing. It's like, so what?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
We put him at number 1.
That was like, I'm almost yelling at the TV. I'm like,
this doesn't make sense.
You ranked them.
Yeah.
And you knew if you knew in your mind that USC was the best team, why were they not number 1?
That makes sense. You make a good point. Make a real good point. Yeah, it's odd.
Yeah.
It's odd.
That is the one thing, the weirdest part of that, like with the Miami. For Miami, that 3-year span, they only have 1 fucking championship. Because the year before, they put Florida in.
Yeah.
And Miami beat Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Because Kirk Herbstreit, when he was going nuts on Twitter today, because he's still getting hate, he goes, hey, where are all you people when Miami beat you and you got in the BCS championship game over Miami that year?
Yeah.
Were you complaining about how unfair it was? Because that Miami team might have been fucking better than the one that won the championship.
100%.
And then still had all those guys and then got beat by Ohio State.
Yeah.
I'm like, boy, the fact that they only got one fucking win.
No shit. They were good as fuck.
Oh, my God. But the 2001 team of like, hey, the worst running back on that fucking team was Willis McGahee.
I know. He played for 13 years.
Yeah. Well, who was who was ahead of him? Frank Gore.
Yeah.
And Frank Gore was the fucking backup.
Yeah.
To Clinton Portis. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then, 2 years before that, was it Edge?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Crazy.
From the 88 to 2002.
Just fucking dudes.
I mean, Miami.
It's fucking dudes.
The fact that Ken Dorsey was just he was shit.
Yeah, exactly.
But it was
you're the
just
man.
Fucking throw it up in the air, man.
Yeah. Just throw it
and
in
you're too skinny to wear 11.
Yeah.
Because to have two sticks when you weigh 180 pounds, you're 6'4".
Yeah. Yeah. That's still one of the best 30 for 30s, is both the part 1, part 2 about the U.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, it's so good. Just the amount of just dudes that are just there.
Unreal.
Amazing. Just amazing. Great.
Yeah. But that's still but that seems like something that we would do too, is we'd rank a bunch of teams and then have a bunch of fucking upsets.
Oh, I guess they would beat them though.
But then my whole mind of how was Ohio State not in there in the top 10? And then going, well, the team that won the national championship that beat Miami, fucking half their games they won on last second field goals.
Yeah.
And then the other one was they're on their third string quarterback.
And they got beat by Virginia Tech.
Yeah. They just threw it deep and had fucking NFL receivers out there.
And the best team didn't make it to the Big Ten championship game that year.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I still think that 2015, the team after we won the Ohio State won the national championship.
Oh, you're talking about the next. Oh, yeah.
The next 100%. Year's team was way better.
Yeah, I got beat by Michigan State.
Yeah. Because they gave the ball to Zeke 3 times.
Yeah. 12 carries. It's raining.
Yeah.
It's the best running back in the country.
Stop throwing the ball. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just keep running JT. All right. Well, he's not getting it. Well, put Cardale in and have him run it.
Yeah.
He
doesn't run.
He's not a runner.
Have him throw a 10-yard out, 100 mile an hour again, and have the guy not be able to catch it.
That would have been the most interesting thing, when there was that talk of he should have went to the NFL.
Yeah.
After winning that. Well, he's going to be a third-round pick. I don't give a fuck. You get 5 years worth of money because he didn't get any money afterwards. He was cut instantly.
Yes.
When they realized, fuck, you still couldn't win the job for JT Barrett.
Yeah, exactly. And you couldn't win it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Guy's coming off of a horrible leg surgery.
Yeah.
Couldn't win it then? Yeah. And he got a DUI. Still couldn't win it then? Yeah. Fucker's drunk.
Right. That's right. At a checkpoint.
It's
You didn't know that was going on?
Yeah.
Pretty sure they send fucking text messages around.
They do. Yeah, dummy. I think I was going to get caught. Hey, I'm JT Barrett.
That is one of the funniest things when they do a checkpoint, that it is a law that they have to publicly post where and when they are doing it in 3 locations.
Yeah.
So it's got to either be online and a fucking, well, if the whole, you deserve it, then.
Yeah, exactly.
They're telling you, hey, if you're going to drink and drive, don't go this way.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean.
Dummy. Idiots.
Fucking ruin it for everybody.
I know it. Can people?
But tomorrow's a big day. I think new episodes of Reacher come out tomorrow.
You're right, they do. Yeah, I think
the first
4
3.
of them.
3 or 4.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I'll probably watch them.
I'm going to watch them all.
Yeah.
I'll watch them. I'll have them all. I'm not fucking working tomorrow. It's Friday. I'm going to be texting you at work.
At work.
Dude.
Did you see it?
He's so big still.
Yeah. Yeah. God.
The only thing, because I know it's obviously the books or whatever, I've never read them because I don't read fiction, but I get my fiction through visual, not through audio. But because I don't read books, I listen to them. But I know it's always a different city. He's just, but I kind of Roscoe. I fucking like her, man. I really fucking like that girl.
Yeah. This one seems cool though, because it's all the guys he was.
Yeah. But still, it's she was kind of awesome, and I know how Hollywood works. She'll never be in anything ever again.
No,
it's not a job she could have had.
Yeah,
I mean they were small, but they were cool.
Yeah, good placement.
I love the fact that all I had to say was that, and everybody knew exactly what that.
Yes, true.
Yeah, I'm super excited for that, man. Like, I need some shows. Yeah, I started rewatching White Collar, which was a USA show.
Yeah.
I kind of like those kind of shows anyways, but it's like,
yeah.
Now, like you could see back in that time frame when they were trying to figure out, because the first season of it, it was at the, trying to think of, streaming was kind of a thing when that started, but not really.
Not big.
But DVR was a thing.
Gotcha.
So they're trying to product place in the show, and it's so fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like in that one is just like they're driving in New York City, and a taxi cab cuts in front of him, and he's like, "Oh, look out!" And the car stops. He goes, "Hey, it's a Ford Taurus. This thing almost drives itself." It's like, so the whole point of you guys driving
was for you to say Ford Taurus.
And it happens twice.
Yeah,
where he takes his hands off the wheel.
Yeah,
and then I remember seeing another one where where the park assist thing used to happen. I was like, so there's no reason for you to be in a fucking vehicle
other than for you to say Ford Taurus.
It's a Ford Taurus. It drives itself.
That's funny.
Like, first of all, like, I don't feel like the FBI drives a Ford Taurus.
No.
I think it's mostly Lincoln.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be a Lincoln? They're owned by the same fucking company.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't it be a Lincoln?
Be a Lincoln.
It's a Ford Taurus.
Yeah.
Drives itself. I don't even know that they make Ford Taurus anymore.
Yeah, they might.
They mostly don't make cars.
Yeah.
I think because they got rid of everything. I think like the Mustang and some of those little roller skates.
Yeah.
Because I think as a car maker, like all your new vehicles, like you have to have an average miles per gallon.
Mm-hmm.
And they sell so many trucks. It's like, we can't keep selling these cars because like our numbers aren't
balancing.
They're not balancing out. So sell that fucking Fusion or Focus or whatever the fuck it is. That's why you're seeing of like, those Fusions aren't bad looking cars.
No.
But it's like, that's why I think you were seeing so many of like, you could lease a brand new Fusion for 3 years for like fucking $12 a month. Yeah. It's like, get them out of here, but we need them on the road. Because we sell an F-150 every 30 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe not anymore, but that used to be it.
Yeah.
That was the top selling truck was a F-150, an F-Series, sold every 30 seconds.
Wow.
And the second selling truck was the Chevy 1500. It sold every minute.
Wow.
One every minute.
Wow. It's crazy.
Like, Jesus.
That's wild.
A little different now.
Yeah.
You're an F-150 guy.
I am. I like it.
Because you have one.
I do, yeah.
If you had a Chevy, you'd have to be a Chevy guy.
Sit in the driveway.
Yeah. I remember those, like, and people still do that of like, well, you driving a Ford?
Yeah.
That thing's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
I drive a Chevy. I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
They come out of the same city.
Yeah.
They both have Detroit fucking losers making your engine.
Yeah, when I bought the truck, one of my friends I work with, he was looking at it, he's like, yeah, if it ever breaks down, give me a call. I'll tell you with my Chevy. I was like, the only thing I could think of, I was like, I just said, well, you're like number 9 on the list, but I'll still give you a call. Get the hell out. Yeah.
I always like to say to them, of like, man, if I wanted a really good working truck that's going to run forever, I'd probably buy a Toyota.
Yeah.
Because they're just better at making vehicles.
Yeah.
Their engines are way fucking better.
Yeah.
Those Tundras go for some money now.
They do. They're ugly.
Yeah. I
don't like the look of them.
The swoopy kind of rocket ship.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know why I said rocket ship.
No, but I know what you're saying. Yeah. But it's got that bubbly kind of roundness to it that just...
I like the old square body stuff of like, why does everything have to be rounded?
Yeah.
Like, like if you run into the side of my vehicle, you should cut yourself.
Yeah.
I don't need round stuff. I need sharp stainless steel corners.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's what needs to happen here.
Perfect.
So what else is going on? I don't know. I haven't watched anything else.
I haven't watched a thing. I've been busier than shit. I literally tried to. I couldn't sleep the other night. I tried to start the Killer of the Flower Moon. I was like, I got some time. I'm not tired. I'm not going to sleep tonight. I'll start this. And about 25 minutes into it, a child was saying "Daddy," so I go get a pee. So I had to do that, and then I just
done with it.
Yeah, like, I don't want to walk back downstairs.
Well, I see where that can't be a hugely good sign that they're already selling that on digital.
It's not.
It is.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, like you can buy it on digital like you can all the other movies. Like kind of already started pulling it out of theaters. Like, so nobody's so you're gonna nobody's going to the theaters anymore. It's like, well, stop making 6-hour movies.
Yeah. I knew that what Apple made it or whatever, so I don't know if that had anything to do with it.
Yeah, I don't know. I just happened to see that it is for sale now.
Is it?
Like, it's too long. It's a 9-hour book.
No, that's what it is.
Movie.
It is super long, and it's, like I said, the 25, 30 minutes I was into it, I was like, I can already tell what's happening. Obviously, I have a little bit more background information from what you have told me, but I'm like, I can already see what's the plot taking over, and I'm like, this is 3.5. Like I have like 2 hours and 50 minutes left of this.
Of fucking nonsense.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
But Scorsese's gotten that way. It's like that goddamn Irishman.
Yeah.
It's like 4 hours of like, first of all, the guy's a huge fucking liar. He did none of that stuff.
Yeah, I know.
None of it.
Yeah.
The one person that he talks about killing, like in that restaurant, like they fucking caught the guy as he fucking did it.
Yeah. Yeah.
It wasn't you.
It wasn't you, dude. Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are we doing?
I know.
That's the one thing that I just hate when they take factual things that happen, they fucking change it. Like, well, obviously that's not true.
Yeah.
And I told you about that. It's that Foxcatcher movie.
Yeah.
Of like they had the one guy they showed his UFC fight. And in the movie he's fighting a white guy. It's like it's fucking the guy he fought. It fucking happened. You can look it up on YouTube. And the guy was black.
Yeah.
Why is he not? Why are we changing this?
Yeah. It is weird. It is weird when they do stuff like that.
Shit.
Yeah.
That was a pay-per-view.
Yeah, exactly. You can Google
that fucking exists.
Yeah.
Fucking people.
Funny.
That was when I walked down to the other side at work. They were painting some stuff. We're making T markers and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them had a speaker in there and just playing like, old school rock, which I hate music.
Yeah.
For the most part. I only listened to it a little bit. And I was like, He's like, it's not great. He's like, I'm, just gotta have something on it here. I was like, well, we can listen to a book. And I pulled my phone out and I have like 109 different options. Do you want to read some?
I looked at you like he's stupid.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
A book?
Fucking people. Educate yourself, bitch.
Sons of bitches.
Bitches. Yeah, that's too many. And then you start reading them off. It's like, I feel like they want to listen to this. You hear about a lot of people getting killed and how FBI agents try to figure it out?
I got you.
I'm here for you.
I'm here for you.
You want to hear about the World's Fair and about how the first serial killer? Because that's the movie that was supposed to come out with Scorsese.
Oh.
It was Devil in the White City, which was America's first serial killer. That one's like, I want to see that. Like Killer of Flower Moon. It's a great book, and I like the story. Hard to say I like the story because it's fucking tragic.
Horrible, yeah.
But of like, they both own parts. Leo owns the rights to Devil in the White City, and like he bought those rights.
Oh, okay.
For Scorsese and him to make it, and he was going to play H.H. Holmes. Of like, why are you doing like you've had that for like 7 years, man? Yeah. Like, let's do that. Like, that's an interesting story because you have a murder plot. Then you also have them building the World's Fair. Yeah. Like, that's electricity fucking happened there.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, the Ferris wheel. There.
Yeah.
Big things.
Big things.
Big things. Probably have to change the name of it.
Yeah.
Can't have it that.
Yeah.
It's because the buildings were white.
Yeah.
All right, I don't know anything else going on.
No, like I said,
we are terrible at ending episodes.
Horrible.
Always end on such a down.
Yeah.
I didn't think of any would you rathers, or any animals that we could fight.
Yeah, I got my wife with this one the other day.
Okay.
Said, would you rather eat a baby goat or a matter baby?
A baby goat or a what?
A matter baby.
I don't know what that is.
Okay. A matter baby?
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't know what it is?
No.
all right, well, you're supposed to ask the question, what's the matter, baby? And
What's the matter, baby?
Nothing.
Gotcha. See, I'm not your wife, so I don't understand.
I know.
That.
You don't
like,
follow. You don't.
I was in Would You Rather.
I know.
Mode.
I didn't have a Would You Rather one. She didn't find it. She was like, really? I was like, okay, sorry. Made me giggle.
I have one for you.
Yeah.
That you could use. And it was it's something about like just, how people make statements of like, hey, if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
Hey, shoot me if I'm wrong, but didn't this guy act in this movie?
Uh-huh.
It was a guy who goes, hey, give me head if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
But didn't
That's good. That's good. That's funny.
Hey, give me head if I'm wrong, but didn't Will Smith play Batman?
Yeah.
I've gotten in a plug on TikTok of what's his name, the comedian that does the Batman stuff, and then like the interviews for the Pete Holmes.
Oh, Pete Holmes, yeah.
When he's interviewing X-Men and stuff. And I've gotten on a run on they've been releasing like the bloopers.
Oh yeah. Oh, those are fucking hilarious. Those are hilarious. Him and the guy that's like
from Silicon Valley.
Yes, that dude. He's there when they're in there together, it's fucking funny.
Yeah, when he's playing
Yeah.
Because the last one I seen was the bloopers from obviously he's playing Batman.
Yeah.
And the guy from Silicon Valley is playing the Batman.
The Batman, yeah.
I'm just like,
yeah.
You don't want the cake?
Yeah. No, it's good. It's funny.
That was the other one because they were like, because of the sequel or whatever to the Batman that's supposed to be coming out or whatever.
Yeah.
I heard somebody talking about it on something.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like going through some rewrites and stuff of the, hey, if we're going to have these movies, there needs to be more Batman in the Batman movie.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
And it was like, because I think the way the script is going to be more of his mopey ass hanging around treating Alfred like a fucking peasant.
Yeah.
And like, I mean,
yeah, douchebaggery.
What he did to Alfred.
Yeah, I know.
Like that guy raised you, man.
Yeah, you treat him like shit.
Treat him like a piece of shit.
Yeah, fuck him.
Alfred, wash my nuts.
Yeah. I mean, stupid. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah, dummy.
Treat him like you're a fucking loser.
Yeah. You live in my house.
Pick up this trash, bitch.
Pissed on the floor. Clean it up.
What are you doing, Master Wayne? You need to pick up this fucking trash and wash the fucking urine stains out of my underwear, and I'm going to go be a peeping Tom on this girl.
Yeah.
Fucking weirdo.
Yeah. Stop it. Don't look under my bed.
I'm going to get shot by 800 bullets, but my bulletproof fucking costume works.
Yeah.
And not one of those bullets hit me in the unprotected face.
Nope. No ricochet.
They only shot at center mass.
Yeah.
That and I love shitting on that movie so much. The amount that they're like, dude, that car chase scene with the penguin it's like, that is the worst. It's so fucking unnecessary.
No, it's dumb.
Of like in dark, you can't see it.
No, exactly. You can't see anything.
I can see it.
Now, I saw a trailer for the Penguin TV show that's going to be on HBO Max.
With him?
With him. It looks pretty fucking good.
Yeah, he's a good actor.
Yeah, it looks like a gangster TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously what the Penguin is, but it looks pretty fucking good. And he's a pretty good Penguin. They're
not going to roll it like the Danny DeVito side of like, where you're a fucking mutant?
Yeah, exactly. Like, you're actually a penguin?
Hey, the whole Batman thing is like, everybody's just normal people that just do shit. And like this movie you went with, oh, you're a fucking, like you bleed green.
Yeah, you're weird. You eat
like
fish.
Real penguins bleed red.
Yeah.
Like most animals.
And you eat raw fish?
Yeah.
It's weird.
It's like, you could have just had the hand problem.
Yeah.
But no. Everybody else is real though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come on, Tim.
Yeah, say Tim Burton.
A little fucking crazy.
Weird, little Tim Burton-y on it.
A little too Tim Burton-y on that second one. Big fan of the first one.
The first
Big Michael
good.
Keaton guy. Yep. That's my Batman.
Yep.
Jack Nicholson. Awesome. Jack Nicklaus. Also good.
Yeah.
I just love all the people that get those fucking messed up. Both the best at what they did.
Exactly.
In that time frame.
They were great.
But I'm superheroed out. I will never watch another Marvel movie, I doubt. So
yeah,
because they're
they're not good.
Now I hear they're having a lot of trouble in the Deadpool because Disney's getting involved.
Oh yeah,
going through a bunch of rewrites and we want to do this and that because we want to put you into something later on.
Yeah,
and I was like, all right, well, it was just a superhero that killed people and said fuck a lot.
Yeah,
it was funny.
Quit messing with Deadpool. He did fucking awesome.
Yeah, it's a good movie. I like both of them.
Yeah, both of them are good.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you, if fucking Zazie Beetz ain't in this next one, I'm going to be fucking pissed. And I don't think that she is.
I don't think she is either. And it's upsetting because she's hot.
I love her.
Yeah. I wonder where they're at. Yeah.
She's probably thinking about me right now. So the amazing to think of how many people, obviously they have mental problems.
Yeah.
They're like, man, I love that actress. Think she's thinking about me right now? She think she saw my Twitter post?
Yeah.
No.
No, she didn't.
And don't go to her house.
Yeah. Don't go to 123 Zazie Beetz Street. That's her address. It's got to be.
That'd be the funniest thing. It's like, I only live in towns that have a Zazie Street.
Yeah.
It's like, dude.
Yeah.
Why do you live in Oklahoma?
You know, it's my name.
Zazie Boulevard, obviously. That's what it's like. Towns just naming shit for and get celebrities.
Yeah.
Come to Tombstone, Arizona. This is Zazie Boulevard.
Yeah.
That's where Wyatt Earp made up a story.
Yeah.
Because that is the biggest thing. Like, if you ever research anything, if you love any of that Tombstone stuff, don't.
Yeah.
Because it is all fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
The shootout at the OK Corral. Okay, yeah, it lasted 12 seconds. Like 2 shots were fired.
Yeah.
Nobody got fucking
Nobody
hit.
died.
Nobody died.
Like, it is upsetting.
Did he go after the Cowboys? No.
Nope.
No, that wasn't a thing.
Nope.
Actually, we're not even 100% sure he was even a fucking sheriff there.
Yeah.
It's like he went to Hollywood after that and sold his fucking book.
Yep.
So it's
it is upsetting to find out the real story because the movie's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's like all right.
Yeah.
They don't even really have proof that fucking Doc Holliday and him were there at the same time.
I know it. Let alone best buddies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird, like Doc Holliday. And the bad thing is, the more you search, it was like, oh yeah, Wyatt Earp was a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, I wanted, like, he might have been involved. Like, Doc Holliday was like a day away from being hung for murdering a guy.
Yeah.
And like, Wyatt Earp might have been involved in falsifying some shit to get him extradited to another state.
Nice.
So he could break out of prison. Of like, all right.
Yeah. Good human.
All right. That and I still love all the people that like the whole Jesse James thing of like, yeah, he was robbing stuff to get enough gold so that the South could get their slaves back.
Yeah, exactly. That's really good.
That's what he was doing.
That's what he was doing, guys. Yeah.
That's my favorite thing is the love of that like 20s and 30s of like John Dillinger. It's like, you know how many people he fucking murdered?
Yeah.
Is in the Bonnie and Clyde of like, not only they robbed banks, they just randomly shot people. And it wasn't like they just shot cops. It was like, hey, there's a fucking couple next to the door that has $8 on them. Let's murder the whole family.
Yeah, exactly. It's crazy. Crazy.
I love them so much.
I know.
Okay.
Weirdos.
All right. I mean, and I'm weird.
Yeah, exactly.
To wonder if Jeffrey Dahmer used spices. Okay. Okay. But you're normal. Yeah. I got it. See where the line is.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. All right. Especially in this town, because I believe John Dillinger killed the sheriff here.
Yeah.
I think that was a thing.
Yes. I think so.
Yeah. So that's good to know.
Yeah.
All right. On that note,
WideSide.